If you've got cracks in your walls, it's highly likely that you've got a subsidence problem. And if you don't do anything about it, the problem's just going to get worse. It's going to impact on the value of your home, it's going to cost you time and money, and of course it could even be a safety issue around your family. Subsidence in Australia is actually a pretty common phenomenon because we're sitting on reactive clay soils. This is a natural soil that a lot of the eastern seaboard particularly is sitting on. So clay soils tend to expand and contract quite a lot, and if you don't have a uniform moisture content underneath, you're going to get differential movement, and that's where the cracks appear. Buildfix is a structural ground engineering company. We're experts in resupporting and reinstating subsidence problems in houses.
Working Australia-wide, we've resolved these structural issues for thousands of homeowners. There isn't much that we've not seen in regards to subsidence or structural problems.
We employ structural engineers, we have licensed builders, we have very skilled technicians. All of us work for the same goal, which is to be better at what we do, continue to be innovators, and give the customer the best outcome possible. Geopoly is our proprietary product that we've developed ourselves. It's a 2-pack polyurethane. It's designed as a void filler, and it's designed to reintroduce the strength back into the ground and re-support structures.
So when we inject the Geopoly in the subsided areas, that's going to compact the soil and then lift the structure. It's going to re-level slabs and even close in the cracks as well.
Subsidence is where you've got voids underneath the wall, but the cracks that appear in the wall cause the wall to lose its strength. A helical bar is a stainless steel rod in 6 or 8 mil that we insert into the wall to lock those cracks so that they can't move again.
We'll then bury that with structural grout and even then disguise that by matching the colours of the existing grout and brickwork, so by the end you won't even see it.
Once you've made contact with Buildfix, we'll arrange for a structural assessor to come out. We'll measure the levels around the house, we'll take a look at the cracks, we'll take a look at any other areas that we think are of concern, and we'll give you some advice as to what we think the cause was as well, so that you can have an eye on what you need to do to repair that. Once that's done, we'll put together a very detailed quotation and we'll provide you with exactly what we're going to do, how long it's going to take, and a fixed price to what it's going to cost.
On the day of the Geopoly install, the technicians will give you a message ahead of time to let you know exactly when to expect them. Then when they arrive, they'll be taking fresh measurements to check there's been no change since the assessor has been around, and to get precise in millimetres as to what the extent of the subsidence. They'll then be drilling under the footings to directly probe the area. We'll then mount some pipes into place. We'll set up all of our monitoring, so that's millimetre accurate lasers on the outside walls, but also on the inside we'll be using tools to track exactly any changes, and that's used while injecting as well, so we're keeping a close tabs on everything that changes until we see that the soil's had the stability and the strength to lift the structure. So from the marks at the start of the day, we can see that we've had the 14mm movement, and that's great, that's brought it back level. And I've got marks around the whole room so we can keep a close eye on everything. And then when we've seen all the signs that we want to know that structure's stable, we'll chop those pipes, disguise the locations where they have been drilled, remove any waste, tidy up. It's that level of low impact that's often a big surprise for customers.
On the day of the helical bar install, our technician is going to arrive and they're going to cut into the mortar line across the cracks. And then what they're going to do is they're going to insert the bar into that wall, and they're going to seal it in, and then they're going to mortar over it again with the structural mortar. All the time we make sure that we're vacuuming any dust, we keep it nice and clean. We try to colour match the mortar as best as we possibly can, but the results themselves are instant. So once the bars are in the wall, it's locked in.
I've got a great job turning up to properties where customers begin very concerned, often stressed. So we get to arrive, diagnose and remedy the problem within a couple of days, and really offer some relief. And the customer's thrilled when they see the final result.
Buildfix were amazing to deal with from beginning to end, and I must say that the communication was excellent as well. Even on the day of installation, the guys kept checking back in with me, explaining how everything was going. So, the company as a whole was great to deal with, and we're really pleased with the final result.
If you see some cracks appearing in your house that weren't there before, if you're seeing floors that are sloping, we'd love to help you repair these structural problems. If you'd like a free assessment, head to our webpage, buildfix.com.au, and you'll find our contact form. Just fill that in, send it through, and we'll get in contact with you straight away.